Hello, Mr. Mills. Dr. Mills, my apologies. How are you doing? Just got off with the TA about an hour or so ago. Decided, well, not decided, but finally able to do the assignments on time. Felt like this would help me prepare for the test better. Anyways, let's get into it. Assignment 4. Let's go to our notes. Go to the canvas. So first off, a few things I want to mention. Move functions from named container classes. So basically this is an assignment 3, but instead we're using container classes in a new class that contains the pointer pages. We use this little destructor, rule 3, destructor, deep copy constructor, and then the deep copy assignment operator overload. 2 issues. 1 issue. That we had only that really stood out. The one with the TA was a lot of little nitty things like, putting consts in the wrong places, not using reference correctly. Dot operator was a little misused. Anyways, main note was had book class before page class. Compiler wasn't sure of page type. Page, and it was a pointer of type page. It was took me probably 45 minutes to figure that one out. I had this after book declaring it. Stupid mistake, I know. Anyways, let's get into the actual code. We got string and IOString. We need string for string, and we need it for the get line. So we got this is unchanged besides one thing compared to assignment 3, and that is the OStream operator overload, the insertion operator. It was moved because we want this to do it now in our function read page. The parameters of the function were also changed. Originally, each of them had like 2 or 3 mostly, because it needed to know the size, the capacity, the page number, etc. But the whole point of this assignment is to use them in the class, container classes, and basically you can access size and capacity. So the only thing you need to pass through are contents and page number, which are in the other class in the private. So yeah, I get the rule 3 here. Got the destructor. It's automatically called the end of the program. Deep copy constructor, and then the deep copy assignment operator overload, pretty much the same as what we used in class. Pretty much carbon copy, it's pretty much the same thing. It's actually really probably 99% the same. Maybe I used a const or something, but I really think it's the same. So anyways, that's that for the header file. The getters and setters for page are the same. The parameterized constructor is the same. The default constructor is the same. It was a little different. I had it set up, the default constructor. I'm so sorry. But yeah, it's the same thing. It does the same thing. It creates an empty book. Book starts with 0 pages, 0 size. So, that's how I chose it. I didn't want it to start with anything because you're writing your own book, so your own book doesn't come with stuff in it. Got the destructor here, just like in class. If it's a null pointer and you try to delete it, it's going to give you a segmentation fault. We avoid that by creating an if statement. Pretty straightforward. Deep copy constructor, const reference of copy, and then we pretty much set size, capacity, and pages, which is our pointer. It's our array or dynamically allocated array of type pointer, which is a page. Sorry if my naming is a little incorrect. But yeah, so we pretty much set them all. We're making a deep copy. We loop up all the pages in the array because we want every page, not just the first one. And then the deep copy assignment operator overload. I'm so sorry. It's been a long day, long week. So we have this thing in here, returns if they're equal, because if they're equal, there's no need to copy everything over. So, yep, delete it before you copy it, because it prevents a memory leak, because it's still stored on an address. Insertion operator, pretty much the same as assignment 3, except the loop was in read page, and I moved it to operator, and then I moved it to the insertion operator. This is just notation. Then we got, book.size, and then I used this was from learned after YouTube and help from the LA. I think I said TA in the beginning of this video. My apologies, from Elizabeth. So it's book.pages because we're looking at book, which is right here. Passing through book because that's our class, and then we want to look inside of book and use the getter because the book class can't access the page number or the content, so we need a getter for that. Pretty straightforward. The growth algorithm, which is in here, basically the same as assignment 3 except nothing. So yeah, actually it has less parameters, and we changed size, capacity to the same. Trying to hold back a yawn. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. This was a cons reference. Took me in the LA a minute to figure out what the issue was, but we had to take the cons reference out, and I believe that's because we're changing things. I'm actually not entirely sure. Anyways, moving on. This is preventing memory leak, just the same as before. Over here. I'm so sorry. Just keep yawning. Okay. Moving on. Read. This time has no parameters. We didn't even need any because, yeah. Return this. I had the dereference operator after, which was, I don't even know why I did that, but didn't work. Fixed that, and everything was better. This is the exact same. Literally the exact same. No change. Assignment 3. This also the exact same. Maybe I changed the name of size in here, and same thing with here. Page numbers pass through, so that's the same. It's really the fact that I did it. I put a lot of time into assignment 3, so that really helped streamline this. And then we still got, we're declaring our class, our variable book, which is the class of book. And I named it, as you see, it's book 2 because assignment 3 was just book, in case you're wondering. We still need to declare option, page number, contents, and quit because we're passing those through. Option still here. We need that. Quit is there. Pretty simple. And this actually made main super concise. It's only 60 lines with everything spaced out too. So, and I put a bunch of extra stuff like the "Are you sure?" main menu option, because only reason I did that is because during assignment 3 I accidentally put 5 instead of 4 and it quit and the whole book deleted, and I was like, wait, what if that happens to a user who actually wants to use this? So I added that, and then I put this. I explained this one in the last video. Return 1 lets you know it came out with an error. Return 0 is, program runs successfully. And this is when you enter something that's not an option. Like, it comes out false, basically. It's not one of these. Well, it's basically if you put a letter in. If you put a letter in, it will infinitely loop. I'm not sure why it would do that, but this was my solution. Sorry if it's a little barbaric. But yeah, so you know, same thing as before. I had them just the functions in here. This time we had to use the dot operator because they're not in main anymore. They're in the class, so you know we need to access them. The parameters are also changed. So yep. And then you know this is the same, and then yeah. So we can go into here and I can show you that everything works. It should be up to date. Welcome to your book. Thank you. Hello. Oh, sorry. Okay, well that shows, you know, you can read them, but we'll make another one. Good evening. 2. See, there it is again. Let's make another one. Goodbye. And good day. There they are, all in order. You want to change one of the pages. I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening to me. Probably sick. Enter the next new text for page 2. Okay. So, what do we want to put? Good afternoon. Boom. Let's delete a page. We'll delete the one we just edited. So we'll do that. It's gone. It reorders properly. And then, yeah, you want to quit. It's going to ask you, are you sure? If you're not sure, it'll return you to the main menu. If you put something that's not an option, it'll return you to the main menu. Only when you put lowercase or capital Y. And yeah, this is probably the shortest video. I don't know how long it is yet, but maybe assignment 1 was shorter. But yeah, I will see you tomorrow for the exam, Dr. Mills. Thank you very much. Have a good weekend.